and welcome to Classic Sitcoms, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. Pretty please. Please. Thank you. Share these out on your Facebook page so your friends and family point them in this direction and tell them, hey, subscribe for old Bob. Today's video is on a forbidden episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show that never aired. Dick Van Dyke that never aired. What could it be? Let's see. In the 5th season of the Dick Van Dyke Show, there's an episode where the Petries confront that awkward parenting moment with Richie where they have to explain how human reproduction works. They need to teach me how to pronounce it. It's called Go Tell the Birds and the Bees, and in it, get to watch Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke squirm through the uncomfortable teaching moment. What you may not know, or what you may not have realized laughing through this episode, is that Dick Van Dyke Show wanted to go even further into an awkward parenting territory. Van Dyke talked about the premise of this forbidden episode in a 1988 interview with Sacramento Bee. We ran into a problem once on the old show with a story about the child having walked in and seeing us making love in the morning, Van Dyke said. We didn't show it or anything, and it was a story about behavior. The kid is acting very strange, and we finally figure out that's what must have happened. Wherein Go Tell the Birds and the Bees, the issue Rob and Laura confront is overt, with Richie giving very misguided lectures on the birds and the bees to the other kids at school, and his parents needing to figure out where he got these wild ideas and how to best set them straight. In the forbidden episode, how Richie felt about the birds and the bees would have manifested instead into physical behaviors his parents witnessed but didn't understand. For a physical comedian like Dick Van Dyke, this would have been awesome, and he wished the episode had been allowed to air. It was a lovely little show, and we couldn't put it on the air, Van Dyke bemoaned. In the interview, he was promoting a short-lived '88 series, The Van Dyke Show, which was about a Broadway star who retired to live with his local theater-producing son in a small rural town. At that moment, Van Dyke was a more mature actor, and family dynamic he was portraying on the new show was definitely a much different look at how fathers and sons relate. But at this point, near the end of the 80s, Van Dyke was seasoned enough to know audience taste and had proven mature enough, saying if it weren't written in the 80s, no TV studio would have rejected the forbidden episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show. TV legend regretted the lost opportunity for physical comedy on his breakthrough sitcom, which was so famous for just that. Today, it wouldn't even get anybody's attention, he sighed. And ain't that the truth? Television is crazy today. And that would be totally mild. I mean, below mild compared to what they put on today. And it's crazy how far, I don't like saying how far we've come, because I don't think it was the right direction, but that's just me. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I really appreciate you guys being here, and please, in the comments below, let me know how it's going, and if you got I've got a lot of sitcoms in mind, but if you have some in your mind, let me know, because I'm getting a lot from a lot of people, and I'm going to be doing them, so as best I can. And you know me, I'm good. Just kidding. So have a great day. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be praying for you.